We are back with another battle report. We got the Wolves returning to the channel to take on their old nemesis, the Tyranids. So I brought 2,000 points of Kraken, 2,000 points with a Kraken battalion, and then a patrol of Leviathan. So with the Kraken force, I brought the Genestealers back. Want to have a nice clash of close combat. See how the Genestealers perform. Haven't brought them yet in 9th edition, but we got the Swarmlord, Catalyst, and Onslaught. Broodlord with Resonance Barb and Psychic Scream, so he's going to be my offensive output for Psychic. 2 units of 16 Genestealers, 3 Asimaws in each group. Then we have 3 Ripper Swarms. I brought Raveners. Why not? So 8 of them. That is the Kraken force. Then for the Leviathan, I got 2 Acid Vexes, no Dermic Symbiosis. I didn't want to spend the CP because I have a feeling I'll utilize a bunch with Kraken. We'll see though. I brought 9 Warriors. They have Lash Whips and Bone Swords this time. Want to try that out. Haven't used that yet. Death Spitters, and they have the Enhanced Resistance. I don't know how much that'll come into play because I believe it's range attacks. We'll find out. And then the Malanthrope and a Tyranid Prime, and he's kitted out exactly as you see him with the Death Spitter, Lash Whip, and Bone Sword, and I think I gave him the Journal Gans. I'll double check. But that is 2,000 points, Tyranids.
Okay, so we have our Space Wolf force coming in here. I brought a battalion with a Wolf-Lord with the Thunderhammer, a Storm Shield, and the Armor of Rust. He's also my Warlord with the Saga of the Wolfkin. Along in that battalion, I have a Rune Priest with a Runic Sword and Jump Pack. He has the Psychic Powers for the -1 to hit power. I'm blanking on the name of it. I think it's called Stormcaller. And Fury of the Wolves? Shoot, I'm blanking on my powers names, but you know the two I mean. He also has, I'm paying 1 CP for the Wolftail Talisman on him for the -2 to Psychic test within 18 inches of him. And I have Bjorn. Sorry for the half-painted and unpainted models. I'm working through these guys. I played Tau almost all last year, so I'm powering through the Space Wolves now. Bjorn has the twin las cannon. Then for troops, I have 4 squads, of 5 Blood Claws, all just bear. I have 2 15-man squads of Fenrisian Wolves, a 5-man squad of Thunderwolf Cavalry. The pack leader has a Thunderhammer. Everyone else is kitted out with Wolf Claws, and they all have Storm Shields. And for my elites, I have 2 Wolfen Dreadnoughts with Axe and Shield, and then Murderface himself. And then I have a patrol with Ragnar Blackmane, and 2 5-man Assault Intercessor squads. Alright.
So taking a look at the battlefield here, we are playing the Overrun mission from the GT 2020 mission pack. So 6 objectives in total, 2 here, 1 in our zones right by those buildings, 2 more at that end. Deployment zones are lengthwise down the table like that. We chose for secondaries, I went with Engage on all fronts, Assassinate, and While We Stand We Fight, because I figured my Tyrannofexes and Swarmlord should be able to survive. We'll see though, it'll be interesting. And then he took Engage on all fronts, Banners, and also While We Stand We Fight, because he's got some tough dreadnoughts that I'm going to have to try and crack. So we'll come back after deployment, and we'll see who chose where, and then we'll find out who is going first in this 9th edition Tyranids vs. Wolves battle. Alright, we have deployed, so I got, on my end, I got Genestealers here, the Broodlord is tucked right in there, ready to surge forward with his boys. Swarmlord, all my warriors are up on top of the building. I forgot to mention I have Venom Cannons, so these 3, I don't have the Venom Cannons actually modeled, but we're just using them 3, and I'll keep them marked if they move. Ravener's up against the wall there, the Prime below, outside of the terrain, getting his buff to the warriors while staying hidden. Malanthrope hanging out by the Warriors, and that Tyrannofex. Lone Tyrannofex on this side, holding down the fort. 3 Rippers in reserve. On the opposing side, we've got...
Yeah, 5 Assault Intercessors over here. A squad of 5 Blood Claws hiding back here. 2 Wolfen Dreads and Murderface. 5 Blood Claws. Bjorn. We got the Smash Lord and the Rune Priest. And the 5 Thunderwolf Cav. And over here, we have the 2 15-man Fenrisian Wolf Squads. 5-man Bloodclaw, 5-man Assault Intercessors, and the young Wolf King himself, Ragnar Blackmane.
Alright, so now we're going to roll off so he gets the first turn. So, we'll roll here. Tyranids with a 4 to 3. Ooh, I was saying before I might want you to go first to have you come at me, but I think I would like to... I think I will take first turn. Get set up, yeah. We will say that. Alright, so first turn, Tyranids. Let's go. Might have been... I probably should let you come to me. We'll find out. The movement for Tyranids turn 1. So Genestealers slugged up here. Opportunity advance. That's what it's called. And then these guys came up this way. Broodlord followed them up. With Swarmlord. Raveners are just going to block Swarmlord. He's got that captain back there, so he is shielded away. Or sorry, Swarmlord shielded away. These guys adjusted the Venom Cannon's move, so I got line of sight onto the Wolves. My Tyrannofexes came up short. I burnt a CP trying to reroll. I need a 4-inch advance to get on these guys. Did not get it. Probably should have put Adrenal Advance on them. I always say I'm going to do it, but I never do. Then he moved up. He didn't have any line of sight or anything. So essentially, I'm just going to wait for him to come to me. So really unfortunate. I was hoping to get at least 1 volley on those guys. The downside to that as well is... yeah, they're going to come at me. But anyway, so that's it for moving. We'll come back after Psychic and... Alright, so that is the end of Psychic and Shooting. So I took out 6 guys of these all together with the Broodlord's Psychic power, so rolling very fortunate on there. Got Catalyst from the Swarmlord off on these guys. He tried to deny it with the CP with Ragnar, but didn't get it. Rolled a 10 with a reroll though, so it did cost me a CP. The Genestealers slinged up there thanks to Swarmlord. I took out 11 of these guys?
11 of these
11,
wolves.
Thanks to the Warriors who double tap. So I'm just trying to thin the out there. Ragnar's going to get at me no matter what, but yeah. Oh well. So we'll come back after charging. So a bunch of charges that are going to happen with the Genestealers, and we'll see if this makes or breaks the Tyranid play here. So come back after the end of Tyranid's turn 1. Tyranid's turn 1. So these guys came in, popped those guys. We didn't even roll. It was a lot of attacks. They overran back to protect the Broodlord. He's supposed to be back. Conspiracy. And over here, actually, not rolling average, taking out 4 of the intercessors and 4 of the other guys. So it could have been a bit better, but I made you spend a ton of CP. So how much was it all together?
I spent 5 CP. Spent 3 for fighting twice with Ragnar, 1 for Touch of the Wild, and 1 to get these wolves here. Their heroic intervention.
Yeah, so I made you lose.
I didn't really need to do the heroic intervention. I was hoping to kill in one round of shooting instead of having one round of attacks rather than having Ragnar need to fight twice. But
yeah, I rolled the Feeling of Pain saved it. So that's it for Tyranids turn 1. So in terms of points, I don't think I forgo my engage on all fronts. Actually, looking at it, it's kind of a bad decision. I need to keep my Genestealers. The line is right here. Keep them a little bit ahead. But it was either screen out the Broodlord because I knew Ragnar was probably going to get up, and if he came around, I really don't want my Broodlord to go down because his Smite and Psychic Scream is going to be invaluable. So I mean, kind of a tough choice. But anyway, time for Space Wolves to hit back. Turn 1. End of movement for the Wolves.
This Intercessor squad, they just moved in advance. I rolled a 1. They just need to get up there. These Blood Claws here, they moved through the building just in range to raise a banner on this objective. I swung all my Dreadnoughts and Thunderwolf Cav over this way, along with my Smash Lord and the Rune Priest. The Blood Claws in back here are camping on this objective to raise another banner. Over here, Ragnar and the wolves moved forward, so they're in good charge range of these Genestealers. The assault intercessor just kind of pulled in behind, and I moved this Bloodclaw over here to raise another Bana.
All right, so that is movement. We'll come back after Psychic and the end of the Wolves' turn. So we just summed up Psychic, Shooting, and the Assault, because there was one single shot that went through, took down Swarmy to 8 wounds. I had to do a CP reroll because he is worth 5 points, so I need to keep him alive. And over here, the Wolves and Ragnar came in, chopped up. I have 8 left?
Yeah,
So
took down 8.
Yeah, so half the unit taken out there.
With my wound rolls with Ragnar.
Yeah, so it saved me, and not enough CP to fight again and kill them off. So they took out the Wolves, and that is it for Space Wolves turn 1. So no points scored on either side, but he's got his banners up, and I got my Rippers coming in, so we'll start racking up the score here into turn 2. The movement for Tyranids turn 2. Rippers came up to get me my 3 points. Sorry, 2 points for if the Raptors make their charge, it'll be 3 points. We'll see. As of right now, it's 2. Swarmlord and Broodlord hopefully going to smite this guy off the table. If not, I don't want to charge him. Well, I do, but if he lives, it's going to be bad. And then the Raveners came up here, 5-inch charge to get to the Blood Claws on that side. Malanthrope said he's going to sacrifice himself for the greater good here, and he moved up just to block the movement. And hopefully between these two fellas, they can at least take that Dreadnought out or hurt him, or potentially shoot at the Wolf Guard, right? Thunderwolf. All right, so we'll come back after Psychic and end of shooting and Psychic for the Tyranids. Rolling insanely well here, killing Ragnar between these two, and then Psychic Scream dropping him down to 1 wound. So very fortunate for the Tyranids on this end. Over this way, I killed 2 of the wolves. The Dreadnought made all his saves. I had used Pathogenic Slime, which actually paid off because it ensured that I killed the 2 wolves there. If I didn't use that, I actually would have only killed 1. So 2 CP, but I've got my Tyranofexes positioned to get ready to double tap next turn. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's based off him tanking some las cannons, but there are some other juicy targets for the las cannon. So we'll see what happens here. So we have some charges to make over on this end of the table. And this guy, as well as the Blood Claw there. So we'll come back after that. Tyranids turn 2. So scoring a total of 15 points. Actually, I was going to see. No, I was going to see the Raptors could. I got a 5-inch charge, right? I was going to try and get them to get the other engage on all fronts, but not enough. Only a 5-inch charge made. But I spent a CPM down to 1 to get Swarmlord out of the way with the Overrun stratagem. And then everyone else just kind of, he tucked away, and that is it. So a total of 15 points to 0 so far for the Space Wolves, but they got reinforcements coming, and I hardly dented this brick wall over here. So we'll see what happens in turn 2. It's the end of movement for the Space Wolves. So he's just grabbing the Blood Claws coming in there just whilst we figure out where they're going to go. So over this way, the Blood Claws here came up, staying on that objective. Bjorn just shifted about those las cannons. And then these guys move forward this way, and with that guy there, Malanthrope is in trouble. Then the Rune Priest, that's right? Yep. Rune Priest, and then the Smashy guy jumped up this way. It's an 8-inch charge to that Tyranofex there, a 10-inch to that one. And then over this way, this guy, Murder Face, came back to take care of these Raveners. And the Blood Claws are sneaking in. I had a feeling you were going to go back there in the corner. So. Yeah. All right, we'll come back after.
That gives me at least 2 points for engage. Yeah. With a decent charge, I can hopefully get 3. Yeah.
So in total, you got 5 for primaries, 1 for banner, and then engage potentially is still up in the air, but still staying strong for while we stand. So we'll come back at the end of the turn. There's honestly 1 thing to shoot and 1 psychic power. Potentially 2 maybe. We'll see. So we'll come back after the end of the turn. Combat's here. The old Malanthrope. He withered the shooting, actually. Bjorn failed to wound him, but then these guys came in and just splatted him. Only the Smash Captain made it in. Absolutely massacred that Tyranofex, but at the cost of all his CP. This guy didn't make the charge, so I got some nice potential character kills coming in there. Over this way, Raveners are killed off. Swarmlord's there, Genestealers, Broodlord there. I got a little tunnel vision. I left this objective, so I also was... I mean, I didn't think about that, but I was also banking on the 2 of them living. But he rolled incredibly well on your wound rolls. Like
Touch of the Wild and the the re-roll wounds with a character on something with a higher power level is just it's kind of silly. Seeking a Saga and Touch of the Wild.
Yeah. Fantastic for you, not so much for me. So losing that guy, that's 5 points I lose, which kind of sucks. But total, wolves are at 9 to 15 for the Tyranids. So we'll come back after turn 2 movement, or 3 movement. So end of Tyranids movement, turn 3. So I scored 5 points for my primaries because I held this one and that one over there. The Rippers moved up to the corner, which is just in range to grab that. And then nothing else scored for secondaries. I will definitely get my engage with my warriors. Yeah, so he's pulled back enough to stay in there. And then these guys are all moving around, so should be able to get him, keep that quarter with the Rippers being there. This quarter with the Warriors being tucked over, and then the Prime moved over to get Leviathan buffs on him. So lots of stuff that I need to go good. Definitely still a good game to be had. So we'll come back after shooting and psychic. End of shooting, turn 3 for Tyranids. So very strong turn for us. The Death Spitters alone took out the Rune Priest, so very good rolling on my part. And then scoring an absurd amount of wounds here with the Tyranids. I think I had 17 hits altogether, and I think I wounded with 13 of them, so great result there. And then he failed enough to take him out even without the damage. So I saved him the slime. I have 2 CP left. And then up this way, the Genestealers got slingshotted over this way to take these guys out, hopefully. So that's it for shooting. We're going to come back after the charges and see what Tyranids turn 3. So some good, some bad. Failed 2 charges here with a reroll with these guys, so not good for me. So yeah, and I dropped this guy down to 3 wounds in the psychic phase. Rolled really well. Failed my psychic scream. I was debating on re-rolling, but saved the CP, which actually was smart because I need that CP for any re-rolls or next turn for double shooting. These guys wiped out the blood claws, no problem. Threw the banner down and denied that objective. So that was it for turn 3, scoring 29 points in total, getting 14 for this round altogether, killing 2 characters. So we'll come into Space Wolves turn 3 movement. All right, that ends turn 3 for the Space Wolves. So he tanked some, we'll just put his wounds, keep him right there. So he tanked, or sorry, he didn't tank, he whipped the Thunderhammer.
Yeah, I whipped my 4 Thunderhammer attacks.
The Genestealers are no more. We also just did the shooting and everything all in one. Swarmlord lost 3 wounds from
the last cannon.
Yeah.
And then lost another.
Or sorry, only it was 1 wound. I tanked I had the Feel No Pains, and then the other died.
Yeah.
Then the Dreadnought
charged in.
Yeah.
I did 3 wounds to him in combat, taking him down to 4 wounds. He made one of his 3-up invols. And then the Dreadnought got attacked back and exploded to do another 3 mortal wounds to him. So Swarmlord is at 1 wound left currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, score for this turn, you got 2 for engage, because killing that Dreadnought took him out.
Yep, and I won't get any for banding, so I am only getting 2 points this turn total.
So that puts you at 11, 29 to 11. So Tyranids high on the board, but we're quickly losing a lot of our hitting power. So still 2 turns left in this game. We'll come back after Tyranids turn 4. So that is the end of Tyranids turn 4. So over this way, the Prime charged in, made it thanks to Adrenal Glands, adding 1 inch, rolled a 5, and I killed off one of the guys, so it made it a part of the charge with the Tyranid. But then these guys smashed the Tyranid, dropped him down to, what was it, 4 wounds? Or 5 wounds.
5
wounds.
He
took one there. But I just wanted to get in there, hold these guys in place so I can shoot in with them and hopefully take them out for his final turn of objectives. Over this way, the Broodlord came over with the Swarmlord denying him that 5 points. I knew the Tyranid was going to die over there, so it didn't make a difference. Get the shooting him while it can. But denying him that 5 points with him. Charged him, Broodlord killed off all but 2 of the Blood Claws. So as it stands right now, it's 36 to 11. But
11.
But denied me that 5 points. So we'll come back after Space Wolves turn 4. Alright, that ends Space Wolves turn 4. So over this way, the guys charge in. Somehow the Tyranid Prime lived with 1 wound after all those attacks, thanks to Leviathan. Broodlord diced up these fellas, came around. That's actually even the prime surviving after Bjorn shooting of Laskin, so kind of wild there. Scoring all 3 of his primaries, which I think might make the difference here. We actually totaled it up. As of right now, the Space Wolves have an advantage, but with the Broodlord getting out and the Tyranid Prime living, which actually is quite a huge thing, there is a chance the Tyranids could still be in this game. So we'll come in after turn 5. Very tight match. Alright everyone, that ends the game. So we played up the last turn really quick. It's getting late, and we tallied up the points. It was super tight. A lot of things had to happen. So what came down to, the Broodlord made his move, got into this table quarter, just barely, netting me, maxing, or giving me my 3 for engage on all fronts. Over this way, the Warriors made a crazy charge. We just moved the building. They could fit in there, but it was just so much easier doing that. And the result of that, this guy coming over, he spent the CB to heroically intervene. There's a whole bunch of movement stuff, so it was all talked out, played out. In the end, the final score is 46 to 57. Had that not happened, the story would have been 56 to 57 for the Tyranids, but then he still would have had these guys to easily. Where I killed one, there's only one left, and he could have easily got one holy win over here and then pulled ahead by 1. So very tight match, probably one of the best that we've had for like keeping the games tight right down to the wire. Always love those. On a whole, I think we both played it very well. There's a few mistakes, not so much gameplay mistakes by Gord, but it was simply that he did not like the banners.
Banners are awful. Take scramblers.
Yeah, so the banners for him, and I don't think I should have took while we stand we fight. I mean, it seemed like a good idea, but not having the 5-up invul and the extra crimes definitely hurt. Normally, like, that's something sorry, not extra crimes, trying effects I include on them. So they were a little squishier to take down. But on a whole, though, very good game, very enjoyable. I thought I was done at the end of turn 4. We totaled the points, and there was still a chance. We played it out, so literally came down to just a couple dice rolls. So fantastic game. We'll see you in the next one. Definitely going to have some rematches against the Space Wolves. These lists pair up well against one another, and it makes for a good game. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more battle reports.